Hello and welcome to episode 87. See, I checked. I said I was and I did it. Ha! How's that for good? Everything else I forgot. But anyway, it's episode 87 of the gojenn podcast, videocast, whatever. And I have sticky out hair, but anyway, just don't look at that, okay? After last week's hat extravaganza, I am sure you're going to be very unexcited about this week's podcast because, okay, there's hardly anything. I do have a little clip that I'm going to put in at the end about some new stitch markers that are going to be going up in the Stitchy Marker shop on Etsy, which is me. I would love it if you'd go check it out if you haven't already. It's Stitchy Markers, all one word, on Etsy. These are kind of Christmas holiday stitch markers. Or if you want to use them like I do as a little bling for your journal or traveler's notebook or whatever. Or if you have a swap that you're in and you're looking for that extra little something to send to somebody, how wonderful. You let me know and I'll mail them for you to your swapee or I'm not sure of the proper ending on that. So since I don't have that much crafting to show you, I'm going to start off by telling you about this fabulous book I'm reading. It is The Passage by Justin Cronin, C-R-O-N-I-N. I am listening to it on Audible. I can't listen to it right before I go to bed. It's that creepy and scary and what's happening? It is an apocalyptic story of government experiment goes horribly right and then takes over the world. So it's really scary on a personal level because in the different, he's going in the future, after the apocalypse and everything that's happened. And, you get attached to your characters and you don't want bad things to happen to them. And so it's really edge of the chair for me. It's a long book, like 23 hours on Audible. And usually about the most I'm able to work is about 1 to 1.5 hours of listening time because I'm constantly interrupted. I'm constantly hitting pause. So anyway, that's what I am reading. So that is almost taken over because I'm kind of looking for times it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I'm listening to a book right now. That's the way it is. And I've started picking up the grandson from school. He's changed schools this year and is going to a school that's about 15 minutes away. And so he has to be picked up in the afternoon. And so I've just chosen Thursday as my day to pick the boy up from school. Guess what? I get to listen to my book when I go out there. Yeah, coming home with him in the car, it's not as much. That's time to hang out with him. So he's 13 now. I don't know what happened. We were just changing his diaper no, that's been a long time ago. Okay, enough of that. Oh, before I forget, next weekend we are going camping again. It is Veterans Day in the U.S. and Friday is Veterans Day. And the company I work for is owned by a bank holding company, so we get all bank holidays off work. Yay! So that means I get Friday off work. So I'm adding a day of vacation before the weekend and then after the weekend so that I'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off work. 5 days off. It's not that I hate my job, because I don't really hate the work, and the people I work with are my family almost. They're great people, you know, and they do things for me, and I just love them, and I try to do what I can for them. But anyway, it's not the people and it's not the work. It's that I have other things I want to do that don't involve getting up before light in the morning and going to work. It's like I'm wasting my life at work, and I don't want to do that. So if you're young and you're listening and you think, well, that's crazy, yeah, maybe it is. So long as you love your job and you love what you're doing, that's a good thing. And you feel like you're living your life in the best possible way, that's wonderful. You're a lucky person. But if you're not, take the time, figure it out. What can you do so you're not doing what I'm doing? It's depressing. So let's not talk about it. Blah. Okay, whips, because I don't have any foes. No, everyone is my friend. Homonyms. This is my 10th hat that I'm doing for my, I just pulled a stitch out. This is the thick and warm crocheted hat. That's not the right color. This is Karen Simply Soft Yarn, and this is chocolate. So what you're seeing is a red velvet, and this is a very chocolate yarn. Maybe if I get it out of the light. I don't know. Anyway, I love this pattern. I should be able to finish it up in a couple hours. So hopefully this week this will be finished. This is my 10th. Okay. And my owl project is to finish 12 hats. So this is 10. And I haven't started 11. I'll start 11 as soon as I finish this one. This is in my bag by Star Knits. My project bag by Star Knits. She is on Etsy. And she also has a podcast. She and her sister do the Weasley Sisters podcast. And they're hilarious. I love them. They're just regular people. They don't... Okay, here's what I think about a lot of podcasts. And some of these are my favorites, because these people have apparently hours and hours and hours to knit or crochet. And I'm so jealous. I'm not envious, because I want them to be able to do it too. But darn, if I didn't have to waste my life at work, I'd have more to show you. But anyway, yeah, Star Knits and her sister do a podcast, the Weasley Sisters. And this is an orange bag. I got it out around pumpkin time. And it's the geek pattern. It's got formulas and pie and stuff like that. But anyway, they're just normal people. I love them because they are just normal. They have normal life. You know, the car breaks down. I love them. I love them. Okay, this is hat 12. Hello, I'm still here. This is hat 12 because I'm pretty sure I will be able to finish another crocheted hat before I finish knitting this. This is the Barley hat by Tin Can Knits. I was doing this, if you watched last week, I was doing this on circular needles and just doing it kind of magic loopy, but it got to be such a headache that I couldn't stand it. The yarn is beautiful, isn't it? It is from Knit Picks. It is chroma, I believe, in think it's worsted weight. Pretty sure it's worsted weight. And it's really pretty. And if you follow me on Instagram, please do. I post all kinds of crazy stuff on Instagram. And I'm gojenn, I think. I might be gojenn C. I think I'm gojenn, Gojenn. Anyway, I had some really bad drop stitches that I fixed. I was going to take about 15 minutes today and fix them. 2.5 hours later, I decided I would stop. Because I wound up, you know how you have to drop your stitches and go down to where you drop the stitch? And then so I fixed one row, and then I had to go to the next row, and the next row, and the next row. I've got some pictures. I'll put them at the end to let you see. But anyway, this is a much improved hat. It's not perfect, and I'm not going to fix what's not perfect about it. This is the purl section, and I got a row or two of knit. I'm not going to fix it. It's just going to be there. I'm not happy with this scarf. It's not a scarf, it's a hat. I'm not happy with the yarn. This, I'm going to put a picture at the end. I was just knitting along. I was on a blue section, and instead of continuing, it just cut, and there was a knot in the yarn. And I know that happens, I understand, but it was a knot that went from blue to red. And so I just had to, I cut the knot out so I could weave the ends in, because it was cut and didn't have any, I mean, it was knotted and didn't have any ends on it, so I couldn't. That just annoyed me so much. But it says I have to knit 7 inches. That's what the pattern says, 7 inches from the cuff. I barely have 5. Barely. It's driving me crazy. Because I get to this point on a hat when I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. Ugh. On most of my crochet hats, it's when I've got a little yarmulke. You know, and I'm done. I'm tired of it. Go away. But I've finished the crochet hats, but this thing is taken. I've worked on it, I think, every day at lunch, at work. It's just annoying. So anyway, and the other hat, like I said, the 11th hat, I haven't even started yet, but I have a feeling I can crochet it up 2 or 3 days, easy, or less if I have, you know, a chunk of time that I can actually devote to my crochet. So, yesterday I did spend the entire day working on stitch markers for the Stitchy Marker shop on Etsy, mine, and I made some earrings for craft. We're going to have a little craft bazaar at work, and so I made some earrings, some little beaded earrings, so we'll see how that goes. Probably, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'm sure I'll sell out there. We'll think positively. Okay, so that's all I have. I highly recommend this book by Justin Cronin, The Passage. Scary, but really well done. I'm not in love with the narrator, but I rarely am. So that's all I have. Next week, did I tell you next week? Yeah, I said I was going to be off 5 days in a row, but I didn't tell you that we're going to the beach again. We're going to go camping at a different campground at Myrtle Beach. So I don't know if I will have my podcast on Sunday. It depends on the Wi-Fi signal that we have, which is notoriously poor at campgrounds. You know, you can get on, you check your email, and whoops, you lost the signal. And so we'll just see. At any rate, we will be back home on Monday. Is there anything you want to see? Is there anything that I've talked about that you want to know more about, that I know sometimes I get distracted in the middle of a thought and I'm going off somewhere else. So is there something I started and didn't finish that you wish I would finish? Or just let me know. Leave me a comment. I love it. I've been getting comments and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Keep it up. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments. Until I talk to you next time, I hope your week is filled with love and laughter. Thanks. Hello, this is just a little glimpse at what's coming up in the shop for Stitchy Markers on Etsy. I am very busy making Stitchy Markers. I've been at it all day today, and so I thought I would show you what I have come up with. Excuse me, finger in the way. I'm going to be putting these in the shop later today or tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, October 7th, and I'll probably do a regular podcast then, but I have been playing with my beads today, so I thought I would show you. I made a set of Christmassy red and green. I thought they were just perfect. So if you are looking for a gift or something to put in a Christmas swap, wouldn't this be a great idea? I think so. I love my little moon face beads. So I made a set of these, and they're not too, they're not completely Christmassy. The way, these are Christmassy. The way these are just, I love that little face on those. I just love it. I made some more. I didn't have quite the color beads for the Hanukkah season, but I did make these, and these are some more that this is pretty much the same as those, only these have a gold bead, a big gold bead. And these are my favorites. They are we going to focus? Yes, look at that. These are the check glass beads. And to me, these look like the great big ornaments that we used to have on our Christmas tree when I was a little girl. So I happen to have accidentally counted wrong and made an extra for me. And I'm going to use this on my journal, my traveler's notebook, as, oops, I'm going to just clip it on my band there. Isn't that pretty? So anyway, these are just some ideas. You don't have to use these for stitch markers. If you wanted to use them for a little bling on your journal or that kind of thing. Or if you have an earring hoop, you can slide it on the earring hoop or whatever you like. Anyway, these will be up in the Stitchy Markers Etsy shop probably tomorrow, Sunday. Thanks so much.